that's right. So let's just say it was, yeah. Great. I know that you're the not me. This was like, yeah, but well, right. Because I wanted to put him down here, but basically, right. And was that example on the streets?
Does it work from does it still work? Would we be able to support you by going and the same thing? Or does it have to be doing it?
You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal in order to leave this kind of stuff. Right?
Yeah. So let's just say it was.
So let's just say it was yeah. Great. I know that you're the not me. This was like, yeah, but well, right. Because I wanted to put him down here, but basically, right. And was that example on the streets?
Does it work from does it still work? Would we be able to support you by going and the same thing? Or does it have to be doing it?
You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal in order to leave this kind of stuff. Right?
Yeah. So let's just say it was.
So let's just say it was yeah. Great. I know that you're the not me. This was like, yeah, but well, right. Because I wanted to put him down here, but basically, right. And was that example on the streets?
Does it work from
example of the way this are you speaking to?
Does it work from like does it still work? Will you be able to support you if I go and do the same thing? Or does it have to be utility?
I, you know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal in order to leave this kind of stuff. Right?
Yeah. So let's just say this.
So let's right. So let's just say it was yeah. Great. I know that you're the sexist, not me. Because it was like,
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
well, right. You know, because I wanted to put him down to a better level. Basically, right. And
You kind of
was that an example of the way this are you speaking to?
does it work from like does it still work? Will you be able to support you if I go and do the same thing? Or does it have to be utility?
I, you know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal in order to leave this kind of stuff. Right?
Yeah. So let's just say this.
So let's right. So let's just say it was yeah. Great. I know that you're the sexist, not me. Because it was like,
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
well, right. You know, because I wanted to put him down to a better level. Basically, right. And
You kind of
was that an example of the way this are you speaking to?
does it work from like does it still work? Will you be able to support you if I go and do the same thing? Or does it have to be utility?
I, you know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal in order to leave this kind of stuff. Right?
Yeah. So let's just say this.
So let's right. So let's just say it was yeah. Great. I know that you're the sexist, not me. Because it was like,
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
well, right. You know, because I wanted to put him down to a better level. Basically, right. And
You kind of
was that an example of the way this are you speaking to?
does it work from like does it still work? Will you be able to support you if I go and do the same thing? Or does it have to be utility?
I, you know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal in order to leave this kind of stuff. right. So what you say was, yeah. Great. I know that you're sexist. Not me. This was like,
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
well, right. You know, because I wanted to put him down to a better level. Basically, right. And
You kind of spoke.
was that an example of the are you speaking to?
Does it work from like does it still work? Can you be able to support you if I go and the same thing? Or does it have to be good?
You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal in order to leave this kind of stuff. Right?
Yeah. So let's just say this.
So that's right. So what you say was, yeah. Great. I know that you're sexist. Not me. This was like,
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
well, right. You know, because I wanted to put him down to a better level. Basically, right. And
You kind of spoke.
was that an example of the are you speaking to?
Does it work from like does it still work? Can you be able to support you if I go and the same thing? Or does it have to be good?
You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal in order to leave this kind of stuff. Right?
Yeah. So let's just say this.
So that's right. So what you say was, yeah. Great. I know that you're sexist. Not me. This was like,
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
well, right. You know, because I wanted to put him down to a better level. Basically, right. And
You kind of spoke.
was that an example of the are you speaking to?
Does it work from like does it still work? Can you be able to support you if I go and the same thing? Or does it have to be good?
You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal in order to leave this kind of stuff. Right?
Yeah. So let's just say this.
So that's right. So what you say was, yeah. Great. I know that you're sexist. Not me. This was like,
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
well, right. You know, because I wanted to put him down to a better level. Basically, right. And
You kind of spoke.
was that an example of the are you speaking to?
Does it work from like does it still work? Can you be able to support you if I go and the same thing? Or does it have to be good?
You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal in order to leave this kind of stuff. Right?
Yeah. So let's just say this.
So that's right. So what you say was, yeah. Great. I know that you're sexist. Not me. This was like,
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
well, right. You know, because I wanted to put him down to a better level. Basically, right. And
You kind of spoke.
was that an example of the are you speaking to?
Does it work from like does it still work? Can you be able to support you if I go and the same thing? Or does it have to be good?
You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal in order to leave this kind of stuff. Right?
Yeah. So let's just say this.
So that's right. So what you say was, yeah. Great. let's right. So let's just say it was, yeah. Great. I know that you're the not me. It was like,
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
well, right. You know, because I wanted to put him down a little bit. Basically, right. And
You kind of smart.
was that an example of you doing the same thing?
Yeah.
On the streets?
Does it work from like does it still work? Will you be able to support you if I go and do the same thing? Or does it have to be affiliated?
You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal in order to leave if you just kind of stuff. Right?
Yeah. So let's just say this.
So let's right. So let's just say it was, yeah. Great. I know that you're the not me. It was like,
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
well, right. You know, because I wanted to put him down a little bit. Basically, right. And
You kind of smart.
was that an example of you doing the same thing?
Yeah.
On the streets?
Does it work from like does it still work? Will you be able to support you if I go and do the same thing? Or does it have to be affiliated?
You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal in order to leave if you just kind of stuff. Right?
Yeah. So let's just say this.
So let's right. So let's just say it was, yeah. Great. I know that you're the not me. It was like,
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
well, right. You know, because I wanted to put him down a little bit. Basically, right. And
You kind of smart.
was that an example of you doing the same thing?
Yeah.
On the streets?
Does it work from like does it still work? Will you be able to support you if I go and do the same thing? Or does it have to be affiliated?
You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal in order to leave if you just kind of stuff. Right?
Yeah. So let's just say this.
So let's right. So let's just say it was, yeah. Great. I know that you're the not me. It was like,
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
well, right. You know, because I wanted to put him down a little bit. Basically, right. And
You kind of smart.
was that an example of you doing the same thing? On the streets?
Does it work from like does it still work? Will you be able to support you if I go and do the same thing? Or does it have to be affiliated?
You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal in order to leave if you just kind of stuff. Right?
Yeah. So let's just say this.
So let's right. So let's just say it was, yeah. Great. I know that you're the not me. It was like,
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
well, right. You know, because I wanted to put him down a little bit. Basically, right. And
You kind of smart.
was that an example of you doing the same thing? On the streets?
Does it work from like does it still work? Will you be able to
down to be a better option. Basically, right. And with that example, are you streets?
Does it work from like does it still work? Would you be able to support you if I go and do the same thing, or does it have to be doing it?
You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal in order to leave this kind of like stuff. Right?
Yeah. So let's just say it was me.
So let's try. So let's just say it was yeah. Great. I know that you're the sexist, not me. This was like
Yeah, but
well, right. Because I wanted to put him down to be a better option. Basically, right. And with that example, are you streets?
does it work from like does it still work? Would you be able to support you if I go and do the same thing, or does it have to be doing it?
You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act
Alrighty. Let's get this party started, I say.
Yeah. So let's just say
Stanley Parable, Ultra Deluxe. Alright, let's see. Credits, no, that's fine. Well, these are the people that made it. There you go. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, damn. Oh, damn, okay. That's pretty cool.
Because I wanted to put him down to be a better option.
Okay. Anyways.
With that example,
Anyone watch? Nope, just me. Okay. The end of the game. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is loading.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Okay.
And then one day, something very
of course.
peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I'll be right back. log I missed. Huh. Okay, I guess not.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every... No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy?
What?
Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks? Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
What?
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it.
Oh
yes,
my... No,
almost
I'm
certainly
not.
50 clicks.
Okay, I'm gonna lock in, y'all. Lock in.
No. I'm still not feeling it. I want this trophy to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Okay. What? What the? What the? Oh! 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 I broke the game. Oh! Huh? Hey. Oh!
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks? Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I remember there being
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
Wait.
Perhaps 50 clicks will do
Normal
it.
phone.
Yes, almost certainly 50
Normal phone.
clicks.
a fucking old ass fucking lime green phone.
No. I'm still not feeling it. I want this trophy to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Wait, I wonder if I can... Oh my... Oh yeah, this... Was this an ending? I don't even know. That's weird as hell. Wait, this is a blue chair. Why is it different? Oh, it was telling me to go. Oh! Okay, 1, 2... Don't know, 417. Where's 417? Huh? What? Oh! What? Wait. 1, 2... Wait, what is 1, 4, 1? There it is.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
I'm gonna... okay.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
What is...
Now, back to door number 437.
What? Why?
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Okay.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
What? I can... Oh
Yes,
my god, I can.
this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
This narrator is getting a little too excited, man.
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
Fucking... Ah!
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430. Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing.
I got a
You
trophy.
really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today.
What the fuck is that? Oh, fuck me. Holy shit. I didn't know you could climb on top of this. Holy shit, you can. Weird. Why would they? Why? Can you climb on top of this one? Holy shit, you probably can? No. Maybe not. Never mind. Huh. Seems like just this one, huh? Yep. Why is it metal? It looks like wood. You know what? Why am I digging deeper into it? I don't know. I don't know. Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right. No, left. Wait. No, I went right. This room. This room is what you see in the trailer a lot. I was thinking you could climb on top of something. No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
There's deer outside. Huh? Yeah, I know.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Apparently the sky is beautiful, folks.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Okay, now I upset my mother, apparently.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Okay.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Nope, I'm just gonna stay here in this immaculately crafted and sit here. It's a nice couch, actually. What the heck? Oh, it's just a fire alarm.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Ooh. Ooh. Where the fuck do I work, anyways? Vent? Okay. What's this say? Do not jump from the cargo lift while this emotion will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. Wait! Wait! How are you gonna get fined $5,000 if you fucking... What? No. Fine. I'll go look at the damn motherfucker. Fuck. Okay, guys, let's look at that. Wow, it is pretty out there. Ooh. Wow, man. Pretty sunset right now, man. Okay. Should we jump off, fellas?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Jump off
I'm
onto
not
this?
your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been
we definitely
neglecting,
could.
Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
What? Really?
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
All right.
Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay, alright. What? What? Oh no. Guys, I'm standing on this side of the fence. Okay. That was dumb.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Wow. This is getting pretty outside. Oh, I want to do... I want to see what...
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
What do I want to walk through this door? Or really? You know what? I'm kind of curious now.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The
Hey,
two of
wait
us
a
always
minute.
trying to get
Hey,
somewhere
wait
that
a
isn't
minute.
here.
Hey, wait a minute.
Running,
Why am I
running,
walking
just
in
the way
the-
you're doing right now? Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh. No, I'm gonna run in circles. Okay, I'll go in. Oh. Huh?
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
What the hell's going on? Hey, what the fuck is... What? This game is fucking weird, man.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Want me to go back in?
Right. Where were we?
No. I'm just curious what's back here now. Oh.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
What? Huh?
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
What?
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing. No!
Oh!
Oh, thank God.
What the fuck
you lived.
is this game?
You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Okay. I feel bad now. Ooh.
There. See? This is what you want. This
Oh,
is
that's
where we can
right.
both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
That's fucking bright as shit. Oh my god. Why is it? Damn. Why? Damn, that's so fucking. Yeah. I played this before. God damn. This is my first playing this version. Do I have to jump? I forget, honestly. Do I have to jump off the...
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
No!
No. No, no, what are you doing? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you? Stanley, let's go back to the other room.
I
Can you
feel
do
bad.
that for me?
Oh no.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Maybe.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Okay, that's pretty cool looking.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I still thought that was possible.
I'll just do that. I feel bad for that ending. Should I go through the blue door again? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
I
missed a
do this
memo.
ending again, but the other
No
one.
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Wait, yeah, I'm gonna turn that off. And then... Is there another one that turns off? That one. Oh! Oh! Okay. No! I'm not going to work, Dad. I'm going out in
At
the
first,
void.
Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Ah! Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just restart the game any old time you want. Like
really?
right now.
Oh, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I'm an asshole.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, gotta turn off the...
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy?
I already got...
Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks? Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right. Left. No. Should I go right or left? Or better yet... There we go. Okay, we're going left. Huh.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Well, it's kind of too late for that. Wait. Okay, well that door doesn't open, so does this... Oh!
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Uh-huh. No, I'm just exploring.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Okay. Well, there's a broom.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Why does that sound funny as hell?
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing
Yes.
around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
The goddamn dialogue, dumbass.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Uh-huh.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right.
It's good, though.
When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I want to buy these. I want to get these flyers. Okay.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay. That's funny as shit. And he was prepared for that one. Oh.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ooh. Okay, maybe not. I'll go upstairs, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, what's this? Executive bathroom. Fuck yeah. Oh. Money in them. Money. Money, Chris. Okay. Store lead to. What the f? What the f? This. Wait, did he say 2, 3, 4? Okay, actually I'm gonna switch to my computer. What was that? Okay, I'm done. Actually, maybe not. Okay. That's hold on, I'm gonna turn off notifications. There we go. Okay, we're back, fellers. Okay, boss's office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief
Whoa.
who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. This is getting scary now. What the hell? What's back here? Anytime I see red lights, it's a bad sign. So, am I fucked from the start?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Whoops, nope, never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
I don't know where Stanley's pants is.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
The fucking sarcasm is great. Okay, I'll go back down.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this? Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
I'm not gonna.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
I gotta fucking hear the dialogue for this whole thing. Holy shit. That's actually kind of...
It's the boss's office.
It kinda got me for a second.
This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this. Okay,
What
I'm ready.
is this game?
I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
No, not more
All right, I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Okay.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Not in this time? Okay.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But
Yes,
the
I do.
suspense, the agony of
Yes, I
waiting
do.
and anticipating
Yes.
and having to guess, that's the real thrill.
It's
Oh, I
the
simply
boss
don't want to let
office.
that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
Oh, for fuck's
There we go.
sakes! This is
Isn't
what I
this
get for
so
fucking
much
around.
more exciting? You know,
know.
Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters?
Oh, God.
Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises? To have
I
to
can't make
think
it faster.
and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal.
Well, guys.
This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see,
I don't-
want
I
stories
don't like
that
this ending
surprise me,
anymore.
Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, though I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you.
Oh,
So that
no!
You can talk
No,
about
no,
your
HR
work and
meeting!
your storytelling and your life.
Let me
Yes,
out of
I
here.
know you're not
Let me
much
out of
for the
here.
public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have
No,
been following you from the
not a press
beginning.
conference.
They really look up to you, Stanley.
No.
I don't know if
Oh,
you
God.
realize the impact you have on them.
Please, no.
This is the
Oh,
kind of
no,
gesture
no,
that might
no,
leave a
no,
tremendous
no,
impact on
no,
them for
no,
the better.
No,
Oh,
no,
we're here.
I don't want to go down here. I mean, I want to go back down.
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
I don't want to go. What's this? What are these? Oh shit! It Stanley does have pants on. Look at that shit. Oh, that fucking signs are great. I don't like. Oh. What? What?
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
I wanna. World's first sentient. Okay. Alright, fine. Oh.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get 'em.
It's my face, huh? Okay. I don't wanna. I'm nervous. I'm just gonna. I wanna play some golf! Fuck yeah! Come on, let me play some golf! What the fuck does that say? Your coworkers, okay. A dude who came up with pizza. Okay, that went. It's doing great. The Lord! The Lord! The Lord meet. Oh, I want to go to that one. Come on! The Lord. I want to go to the Lord meet and greet. I want to meet the Lord. Good God, that sounds like fun. Ooh, imagine jumping down there. Okay, you can do this, Stanley. Alright, you trained this to lose my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't do requests. Thank you, thank you. I passed out. I'm back! Oh no! I don't want to be back! I tasted a taste
Someone
of...
was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
That fucking threw me. Oh! Wait. Okay. Okay. What is that? That is not funny. Stop! Don't. No. Why? Oh. That's creepy. I don't like that at all. I don't like that one bit. Oh, that one's not doing it though. Oh. Okay. Now I'm double checking, goddamn everything. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, that one's not doing it. That I didn't like that at all. That one's fine, yeah. It seems. Didn't like that. I didn't like that one bit. I didn't like that one.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Yep. Just a nice break, guys.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I want a drink. Give me a drink. Oh, man. What the fuck? Oh. Oh!
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy,
creepy.
and reflected poorly on his
Alright.
overall
Okay.
person. But at last, he'd had enough of
Shut
the
the
amazing
fuck
room
up, asshole.
and took the first open door on his left to get back to business. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah, I already read this, okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
What? Really?
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something
Danger.
bad to happen to you?
Danger.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Oh.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, okay, I see.
I still don't think we're communicating properly.
Okay.
Stanley walked through the red door.
How about this door? Do I really have to... Aha! You fucker!
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Okay.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
them.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable
erased
desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see?
Textures.
Vehicles? Skill trees?
Ooh,
Work
yeah,
with
that'd
me.
be
You've
great.
given me absolutely nothing so far.
Skill trees, skill trees, skill trees,
Tell you
skill
what,
trees, skill
Let me
trees.
take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
You fucking asshole.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
This looks like a Home Depot.
Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay. What the? Stanley Parable World Leaderboard! Whoa! Uh-oh. Hey. Hey, wait a fucking second. Huh. Damn. 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 Damn, fuck you, man. Come on. You fucking ass! You fucking assholes! Dead rat. What the fuck? What an asshole. Wow. somehow gets faster. Fuck you. You're an ass.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
I'm gonna give you another 3.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Yeah.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
What? I said... Oh, okay.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
I'm not
Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Oh. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Okay. What the fuck? What?
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
Wait, what? I've played this.
It seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a
game?
creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic purpose.
I don't think
that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there. Oh, no. No, it can't be.
What?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off.
What? You asshole!
Thank goodness, Stanley, what a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
I like
open
open world games. Fuck you.
Okay,
no, we're in the woods, clearly.
Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Rocket League!
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here.
Damn.
Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
What is this?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
shit, I'm fast as shit! Look at me go! Oh, look at me go! Uh-oh. I'm not gonna bet.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes! Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls!
Oh!
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, see ya. Anyways, I'm gonna go down
Hold on. What are you doing?
Uh-huh. Oh! Oh!
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back. You still have so much.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh. This is creepy. Oh shit. I fell. Whoa. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Wait. 44. 45. 427! My apartment! Or whatever it is. Wow. I have no idea what these fucking buttons. Huh. I'll go back in. Huh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Boy, that was somber, wasn't it? Wow. What the heck was that ending? That was pretty cool, actually. I like that. And we're fucking back. I'm not going to work.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Why is that phone green? Oh, okay. Partition. Okay. Beep. Beep. Whoa.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Huh. I don't know. Wait, I could have gone in that door, I bet. Oh well. Ooh, what is this? Oh. 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 Whoa. Oh.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
This is weird.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Yep. Gotcha, man.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe,
Yeah,
mostly tedious. It's as if them... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Press any button. Whoa! Oh, I jumped. Wait, I have jump. I should save them. Actually, I'm gonna save them.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
Okay.
It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
All right. Back in the office. Whoa, what the fuck? What the?
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something! Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
Hey! Okay, now I am going. Beat your ass.
Never mind. You're not a dork.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. What you got, man?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
The hell is
Just
this?
our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Welcome to church. I worship like a church to the strand of your church. I don't want to get... Oh, damn. I thought that was a ramp. Okay. Kind of like this. Not actually.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity.
Yeah.
Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Yeah, this game was 12 years old. Oh wow, that looks cool as hell. Oh, okay. Huh? Game debut game. Story. I know these aren't real. I know those things aren't real.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created."
I think
Did you
this
hear that,
might be
Stanley?
real.
Every game ever
I think
created.
I've read this
That's
before,
how
actually.
grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
Jesus Christ,
It was
that's
literally
true.
every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Memory zone maintenance. Okay. What the heck? What's with all the buttons? Oh, there's another one.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the
I love this
PlayStation.
music.
Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
Protection. It's beautiful. Let's see. I remember. What the? What? Repeating the end is never the end is never the end is never the end. Okay. Okay. Huh.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas. The
What?
extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't
What?
looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Pressurized
Surely these reviews were
gas?
glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh, that's a
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to
Pressurized
insert into the
gas.
Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights
Hold on, I'm
that I can't
searching up
even
pressurized
imagine where I'd
gas.
have the room to stick them.
It's just Steam. What? It's Steam reviews. That's funny as shit. Damn. Fallout New Vegas. just got creepy real quick, didn't it?
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness.
Kind of are.
This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure, like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record.
Whoa.
Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their pressurized gas review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on how exactly pressurized gas works. Perhaps that would have been a smart thing to check on before I went on about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is who runs pressurized gas will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with pressurized gas altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix...
No.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Really?
It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go?
Yeah, where did the
Wasn't
door
there
go?
a door that led into this room?
Uh-huh.
I do feel quite certain that there was one here before.
I have not
How
seen this
else
door.
would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear. Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
Yeah, I noticed you.
I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button. And if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no... Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Oh, it's got
You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
A week?
Or 2 weeks.
Oh no.
I've been sitting here all that time.
Oh well, you're gonna be sitting longer. Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through.
I don't want to hear about it. Sorry, man. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, what the fuck is... Oh. Oh, God. Oh, please, 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 please.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As the
The that was
end
the fire
is
alarm.
never the end.
Oh no, he's gone!
End is never the end, 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 is never the end,
Oh
is never
God,
the end, is never the end.
he's lost it, fellas. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh God. He's lost it. Oh no. There's a drip there. There's a bunch of drips there. What am I saying? Ooh. Oh no. Oh. Light. Huh? Oh. 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 That's so nice now. I don't want to skip now. This is pretty cool. Oh, and we're back. Oh. Aha! You don't like this game anymore. Oh. Oh. Huh. Huh. Okay. Oh! Oh my God. Narrator? Oh no. Oh! Um... I don't think I liked that ending. I'm gonna go to work. Dear narrator, I don't like it in this game. Want to be out. P.S. I hate it here. Send.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just
Why
needed
is-
to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Why is the dialogue always different every time? Whoa! What? New content.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Spam it on what keypad? I don't have a keypad, I have a controller. I'm playing this on PlayStation. Oh. Oh, directed to the elevator, okay.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this Ultra Deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and
Why?
any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this Ultra Deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Wow! What the hell?
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel.
Trophy.
An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what
Jesus.
fans have truly been asking for.
What the hell is this? This is cool as hell.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress
I like
and
that.
innovation
Yes.
and long-term franchising potential. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure
what do you
that
guys
if I
want?
can
Do you want
loosely
Coke,
organize a
Pepsi,
handful of
Sprite?
interesting concepts,
that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Okay. Taste the sequel. That's it. The prequel to the same. What the fuck? Oh, I see. I already did that one. That was funny as hell. Why is there a bus inside? I don't get it. Nope, not at all. Hell yeah, let's ride, bitches. Whoa.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Oh. Okay. The what? Wait, no screenshots? There we go. What's this back here? Button this. That would be cool. A new office. Actually. Hear your name in the game? Really?
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer
like that
is
one.
that they
That's not
want to
bad.
be individually
That one's a little too
recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full
am
experience
Jim.
of this feature.
I am
Just
Jim.
play along. I promise you'll love it.
I'm
Okay,
Jim.
here we
and
go.
This is
Let's
my
take a
first
deep
time
breath,
button.
clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply
motherfucker's
become a person named Jim.
I am Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I am
If so, then
Jim.
please step forward and press the button.
I am Jim, and this is my first time pressing this button that I have no idea says my name.
Jim.
Oh my god!
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
Oh!
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new
I am
feature in the
Jim.
Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button.
No.
I'm too emotionally drained
I am
from
Jim.
all of this personal.
I am Jim.
Whoa there,
I am
cowboy.
Jim.
Sometimes a person can
I
be
am
too
Jim.
much
Jim.
Jim.
I am Jim.
Jim.
I
I'm
am
putting
Jim.
the Jim button.
No,
on.
I am Jim.
Otherwise, soon
I am
we'll
Jim.
start to lose
I am
all
Jim.
sense
I am
of who
Jim.
you actually
I am
are.
Jim. I am Jim. I am Jim. No. I am Jim.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2.
No,
That
no,
would
no, no,
actually
no.
save me the work
Everyone's
of
Jim.
finishing this feature.
I heard. They changed. I am Jim. I am Jim. That is my new name, Jim. An epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. Infinite home. New and easy trophy. Wait, where am I going? Settings will change. What? Free trophy? I want a free trophy. Fuck yeah. Free trophy? Alright. Okay.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident?
Yeah.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist.
Oh, I want it now.
The trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
I didn't change that to 30, but thank you, boy. We are 30. 30! 30! This says 28 for me, though.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet? You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
Oh! Okay. Ah, a guide. Okay, okay. Jump circle. I was there. This map. Oh, I'm right there. Okay. Free trophy! It's broken though. So, the button that says gym. I mean, yeah, I was in that one. Merch! Merch! Where? Where is it? Where's the merch? Where's the merch? Where's the merch? Is this the merch? No. Where's the merch? Collectibles!
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Oh, I don't like the... I don't like this. What the fuck is going on around here? Okay. Oh. Okay.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I heard it the first time. Jump circle, we've been there. Ooh, the reassurance bucket sounds fun.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
Here it comes!
You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
I'm being given too much power. I thought it was inside
Can
the
you
bucket.
feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Oh.
I think that just
Thank
holding
you.
it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to
damn.
go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Look at the ray tracing. Oh my god.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Oh, here's the merch. Wait. Could I actually get the merch? I don't have a phone right now, so. I was here before, right?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like
Yes.
balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
What do you guys like? Hold on, let me do a poll again. Okay. I did do a poll. It's a stupid game.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Okay, well, fine. Fuck you two. What the hell? Assholes.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No. No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Who the fuck is that up there? Huh. Infinite hole? What? What do you mean it won't end? Well, that's okay, because I got my bucket. And if it does end, my bucket will keep me safe and secure.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
Oh.
This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Oh. Well, it's been nice knowing you guys.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
But I can fall forward.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Yes, I know.
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Why? It's an infinite hole, right? What's there to worry about?
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and
Yes,
you're
you
so
are,
clever.
you
Look,
fucker.
I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What
No,
normal
no,
person
don't
actually
you
wants to
put
fall
this on
infinitely?
me.
I figured the hole was as deep
No,
as anyone would
no,
actually
no,
need.
you
Don't you put this on
me.
me. Maybe
Don't
you're
you
the
put
problem.
this on me.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't
You're
we
a-
just put all this
can't
behind
say
us
that
and
word.
agree to just call the whole mostly infinite?
Okay.
If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on.
Maybe I
I'll
wanna
just
go
be up
back-
here when you're
stay back
ready.
here. Maybe I want to stay down here.
Great. Now, I'm very excited
2.
to show you even more
Nope.
of my... Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is you.
Yeah, okay.
The problem
Yeah,
is
the
that
problem
you
is
like
me.
holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively
How's the
thrilled.
game? Where's
I
this
really do have
closest
so much
one?
more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
Well, I haven't.
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite,
has
but that
gotten
it's growing
smaller.
steadily less and less infinite.
Yes,
I
it is.
suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Okay.
Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot.
Okay.
How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Okay.
Is the teleport button not working? You sure?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was still nothing. Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You couldn't
Hey!
bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
Fine.
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Well. Am I gonna die now? Oh! What? What's going on? What's going on here? Huh? What the fuck? No, he didn't. Oh wait, yeah, he did. Oh wait, I don't have them right. Oh god.
Stanley? Stanley!
Huh?
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting
Oh.
away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Okay. Oh, here we go again. Oh, I wanted to go through that again. What?
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Why'd I come back here, though? Well, I saw everything, didn't I? I have the bucket, I have the trophy, I don't have the trophy. I mean, the mostly infinite hole. I have the collectible. I am Jim. I think I got everything. got everything, I think, in here. Right? What the hell?
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted
Yep.
to? Ready to move on now?
Yep. Oh. Took a screenshot.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
I love
yes,
the
I know
bucket.
it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together
Okay.
as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Whoa!
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Yeah.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay.
Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
What? What's going on? What? What is this? What is this? Oh. Holy sh... I've... What the hell is going on here, man? Wow. Okay, this is a cool title screen, actually. What the fuck? What the hell is that? Is cool as hell. They changed the title screen of this game. Oh my god. I actually
This
like
is the
that
story
one.
of
Oh.
a man named Stanley.
Mhm.
Stanley worked for a company in
It's
a
the
big building where he was employee number 427.
The balloons.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. All of his co-workers were gone.
I love the
What could it
balloons.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. The bucket! Wait, why is there a balloon? But the bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
The bucket! What is their petition doing here for? I just realized. What's with the petition? Oh, whatever.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay. I'll do what you tell me this time.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
How
I
dare
can
you.
really feel it now.
How
It's a bucket.
fucking
It belongs in a
dare
broom
you.
closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies.
This is
You
not a
Stanley,
cleaning
Don't
bucket.
give in. Don't hand over the bucket.
I
know
won't.
how hard it must be,
No.
given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong.
How
This
dare
is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
Yeah.
Can't hand it over.
No.
No.
God.
We're getting into
fucking-
name-calling now, it seems. Is this how
What?
low the broom
Really?
closet has sunk that it has to
Really
resort to
now?
this
It's
string
gotten-
of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
What the
Stanley,
hell's broom
I never
closet?
liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons.
Oh, I
Even
understand
this is
why
worse than
now.
I had imagined.
Oh
And
no.
wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
How
That your
dare
relationship
you?
is purely superficial and convenient?
Oh,
that your
how
life is
dare you?
so banal and meaningless
What?
that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never.
I
Go
never.
on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go
I'll do
through
you one
each
better.
of them point
I'll
by
do you
point.
one better.
Share
A
your
broom
journal
closet
entries
is
detailing
no
the rich
place for a
emotional
bucket.
landscape of
It's
your
for
feelings
brooms
for the bucket,
and
as they
brooms
have
only.
changed and evolved over
That's
the years.
right, I said it.
Let him have it.
I fucking did. Ugh. I'm disgusted with this closet now. Ugh.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take our hype
didn't
broom closet with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Can I leave now?
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
Okay.
You see? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
A bucket! Okay, is
Coming
there
to a
enough stickers?
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Do those stickers stay now? I want the stickers to stay. I gotta take a piss real quick, guys. I'll be right back. Oh!
Found one of them.
I didn't even
One
expect
of the
the fucking
miniature
Stanley
Stanley
figurine.
figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Because the boss knows what the boss says goes. If the boss suffers losses, then that's what the boss shows. Okay. Wait, I wonder. I'm going to! I was just enjoying. I hear it.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
How about a Stanley fig? Okay. Oh, I want the... Oh, the bastards.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him, always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Yes, I did.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Wait, that does something, doesn't
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. $2845.
Yeah, no, I put a 0. Okay, fine. I don't seem to get the trophy.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Oh!
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Let me check. Oh, I did get the trophy. I forgot I had nothing. Yeah. I forgot I had notifications turned off. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do this ending again.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
What's the one person about number 3 again?
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and... Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
8.
8. 8.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly. No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
I just did this. Oh, I can't. Okay.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears, and the whole time he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all, only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Oh, that's 2. 8. Fuck. What the? Okay.
Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I did.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
What? Never mind then. Okay. Listen, when the narrator, I often
But of
don't
course,
listen to the narrator.
Stanley and the bucket thought better of it and realized they simply had too much to live for.
Mind control facility.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television
Why is that
screens.
chair blue?
What horrible secret did this place hold?
Oh, no!
Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall. Now, what to do next, Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed. It really
What?
wasn't so bad down here, a bit cold perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis. But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home. In
Bucket,
fact,
I love
after
you.
some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning. It unsettled the bucket deeply. Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh! What the fuck? So we're both red and blue. I'm gonna restart. Damn, even the frickin' even the pause menu was different. What the fuck? That was cool as hell. Okay, I'm gonna go.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Stanley can't see weather.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was
Yes.
this better than the meeting room?
Yes.
Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was.
Yes,
How
it is.
insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Yes, indeed. I love it here. I could sit here all day.
Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure. Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right, then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
Perhaps this was where the bucket felt most truly at home, here in the employee lounge. Perhaps it's the only place a bucket can even feel at home.
Mm-hmm. That's where I feel at home the most. The break room. Hell yeah. It's nice.
Stanley decided to just give the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to be in the lounge. Clearly, the bucket and the employee lounge shared a special connection.
Mm-hmm. Take all the time you need, bucket. Oh, are you done, bucket? Okay.
But finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge, and they took the first open door on their left to get back to business.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the
No.
meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Okay, gotta be careful here. I see the fucking thing here.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last
What?
one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Figler annuling. What? The fuck? Okay, just be careful. Just be careful. Oh. Oh. Huh? Hello? Hello? Huh? Oh! Where am I? What? Where am I? Whoa. Where am I? Where am I?
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down, it doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there? Camporata.
I want to do this without the bucket next time. Maybe... Yeah. Ugh. Well.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. I think I know where the next figurine
Stanley
is.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
I knew it!
And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Okay.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out?
Wait, I did this one already. Whoa.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines, those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
The memory zone!
I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines.
Hell yes.
Just one more time.
Hell yes. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Oh, I love it here, actually.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
7? 6? Wait, hold on.
And here was the second Stanley. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Hey!
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
Yes. It was in this room.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here under the stairs. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your 3rd time doing anything.
Oh.
Let's see, what came next?
I don't remember this at all.
Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room,
there
but
was
it's
no
here in the
pink room.
memory zone, so it must have happened.
No, it's not happened. What the fuck? I don't remember this room at all. The fuck?
This was the 5th mini-stand, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Huh? What is this? That's fun. It's Windows Movie Maker. That's hilarious.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else. And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
I'm gonna go. Oh. Huh. Oh.
And then there was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Oh. That was quite abrupt.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen.
What?
Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
What? What the fuck?
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
You're like a child, huh?
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Yes. Not again!
Yes, I love that video.
God. God damn it.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool room. That probably doesn't look pink to you guys, though.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
This is kind of like the memory, though. What's back here, though? Nothing, okay. Fair enough.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember?
Yes.
I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Yep.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Nothing. Oh, yeah, this came. We're going quite back a ways, aren't we? Oh, Jesus.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now.
Yeah?
Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
I'm gonna save those gems just in case I need them. Actually.
Oh, yes! The two doors! Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
And I always go through the right one.
And before everything else, there was your office.
That's it.
Is there anything else?
No.
Was there something that came before your office?
No.
There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Oh, there was nothing else.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
He's not gonna really retire it, right? Come on. That was a nice... What the heck? Yeah, I know.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The true ending. That's what I'm gonna get.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Reboot
Feeling
the
a
game
wave
entirely.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I might reboot the game entirely now that I think about it. I think I should. Maybe I should. I don't know. After this one.
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh. So different, okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Okay.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
I'm gonna press 8 again. Okay, I guess not. Okay. I'm actually gonna do it this time.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh, what happened to that one? I know.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Wow.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Would I though?
And when at last he found the source,
Okay, I did it.
blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.